So we've had some further developments around the PvZ Heroes leak situation. If you guys missed the last video or you haven't heard, essentially there's been a bunch of balance update changes leaked which were found on PopCap servers. Some interesting changes but some positive ones as well, and at least my initial feeling from the community was that it was pretty positive. However, after a trip to the comments section in the last video, it seemed like it was more negative than positive, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we've had a couple of developments around this. So the first thing I want to talk about is that RCCH, another YouTuber, recently posted some interesting info giving further details and context around these balance changes. So the changes actually came from Devin Lowe, who was a former creative director at PopCap who left in January 2021. This information, by the way, is from Sushi, so this is the previous DB manager in the PvZ Heroes Discord server. So Kevin Lowe apparently signed an NDA with EA in 2020, which expired 4 years later in 2024. Essentially, at the time, he was given a work in progress list of balance changes. It has later been revealed that both PvZ Tryhard and FryEmUp had also signed NDAs back in 2020. Now, almost all of the changes were compiled by Devin Lowe, but there was feedback from Sushi and others, including PvZ Tryhard, who apparently had some personal influence on some of the changes. Speaking of which, the full list of changes isn't actually public currently, but the leaked 1.60.13 stats match the 2020 proposed changes exactly. So this likely explains why certain cards are being nerfed in 2024, despite them having limited use over the last year, as the changes had been proposed since 2020. Also, from the screenshots, it appears Sushi suspects that these changes could be with us in the next few weeks. However, the second thing I do want to talk about is that we have had a little bit of well, it initially seemed like non-news, but we can take it as kind of positive, is that on the unofficial PvZ News Twitter page, apparently these servers where the files were originally leaked has now been locked. So essentially what they said, PopCap is trying to do some damage control and prevent further leaks. The server data miner's access to see upcoming balancing is no longer public. So yeah. What I did see in the last video was that a number of people mentioned Bloons' new game, which is Bloons Card Storm, I believe. And this, from all accounts, is essentially Bloons' version of PvZ Heroes. It certainly looks different to it. I haven't actually played it. I don't think it's officially out yet. I think there's been some beta testing. I know FryEmUp has been doing some streams on it. So yeah, it is on the way. So, you know, perhaps that sort of instigated them to be like, oh yeah, people are still playing PvZ Heroes, and now there's some sort of competitor. There was Marvel Snap, which is out at the moment, but I don't think that came on to the level that PvZ Heroes did. It's very fast paced. It's not quite the same thing, but yeah, Bloons is certainly, you know, with its tower defense roots, it's certainly a more direct competitor to PvZ, especially with them going down the card route. So perhaps that's what's instigated them to do something about it. On the other side of things, the reason they shut the servers off is because security reasons. You know, it's a security breach essentially. Maybe there's other stuff we won't have access to now, but I don't know the ins and outs. I'm literally just speculating at this point. But yeah, that's all we've had. So there is something happening. There is something happening, and obviously I'll keep my beady eyes on this to see if we get anything else exciting. But yeah, that's it for now. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.